Oh, hello there. I'm just relaxing by the fire after setting up this Philips Hue lighting system. In this video, we're going to show you some of the great features of the Hue lighting system, the app, and if you stick around, I'll show you exactly how we created this virtual fire. For me, the measure of a well-designed smart system is that you can get it working out of the box without the need really to go into instructions. Everything is intuitive in the app, and that's all you need with this, a smartphone and some ideas of what you'd like from your lighting system. Actually, scratch that. You don't even need to have ideas because you can use the ones that are pre-programmed into the app itself. And they're always changing, and we love, at the moment, this one, Tokyo. For anyone who can remember life before the smartphone, lighting control systems were incredibly frustrating. Designed by engineers, for engineers, full of tick boxes, jargon, hidden controls that nobody really knew how to access. And that's before you even got the lights to talk to the control system. Of course, it's easy to set up because all of the components in the system form an ecosystem where they know their parameters and what's built in. So what colours you can get out of the fixtures and exactly how they're controlled, and even the smart little icons so you can tell what they are. Which brings me to the first thing I really like about this system, and that is what you see is what you get. The output from the fixtures matches exactly what you see in the app, and even the icons for the scenes give you a hint as to what kind of colours you can expect. The Hue app is incredibly intuitive. Everything's laid out in a sensible order. You can give fixtures sensible names so you know where they are in a room. And as you said, you get a hint of the parameters in there. So again, click on there. I can change intensity, or I can change color. I can do that individually. So if I move this fixture around on its own, I can change it, or I can drag and drop to create a group and change lots of fixtures in unison. Of course, if all that is just too much trouble, or you're lacking a source of inspiration, you can head over to the designer's scene gallery and select one of the pre-selected scenes that are available, and that's where we found Tokyo. But perhaps one day we might get to Tokyo and take a photograph and bring it back for ourselves. Until then, we can also use this iPad box here to get some colour inspiration by just taking a photograph and then using that to create our scene. The latest generation of Hue lamps and fixtures includes Bluetooth alongside the original Zigbee control protocol. Bluetooth's great for smaller installations or possibly temporary installs like a student's accommodation where you can control up to 10 fixtures using the smartphone app. Remembering, fixtures like this one are actually 4 fixtures in one, so it soon eats into that 10 unit capacity. At that time, it's time to step up to the bridge, which plugs into your network infrastructure using an Ethernet cable and can control up to 50 fixtures, but opens up a whole new world of control possibilities. Everyone likes the convenience of a light switch placed by the door, or perhaps with Hue, since they're wireless, you can add control to new places, perhaps by the bedside, so you can easily switch lights on and off. But once you step into this world of control, the light switch becomes more than a light switch. It can be used to select scenes, dim lights up and down, and within the app you can configure exactly the order of those scenes. But perhaps the best way to start harnessing the power of a smart lighting system is to use automation. Now, automation comes in lots of different forms, from fully automatic routines that follow the way you live your life and how you run your day, to little sensors like this battery-powered occupancy sensor that can trigger scenes or simply switch lights on and off. And let's not forget those ever popular voice assistants that are built into everything, including the TV these days. Turn off all the lights. Okay. You could extend that control beyond the home and control the lights completely remotely, or allow other things to control it. We've hooked up Twitter via IFTTT, or if this then that, to change our lights when we send a tweet. So let's have a look. Hue has a few different ways to interact with TV screens. The first being the sync box, which plugs into the HDMI output of the TV, and then the lights will interact with what's happening on screen. So that's great for gamers, it's great for movies. We've used the Mac app, PC version, also available, which simply installs onto the Mac, and then you go through a setup process between the bridge and the phone itself to establish your entertainment area within the Hue system. And then you can then we screencasted from the Mac onto the screen there with a great YouTube video we found. That's 10 hours of fire footage, no logs required. You can also sync with Spotify accounts if you just want obviously music, and there's loads of other third-party apps as well you can download as well to interact with, and we particularly like the disco one. Of course, apps and controls are just part of the story. Great control is nothing without great lighting to control. If you want to check out the fixtures we used and get some great hints and tips on lighting, check out this video.